So GoHighLevel just completely dropped a massive update that's going to change AI automations forever. So instead of you having to create automations and go step by step, you now can have everything literally answered and taken over by AI. So think of it like this. If somebody fills out a form or comes from a Facebook lead, instead of you creating an AI automation that's going to have a bunch of steps, you now can just divert it to an agent and the agent will take care of everything afterwards. So this is definitely not going to be a video you're going to want to miss. And make sure you stick all the way to the end because I'm going to show you how to leverage this in every piece of the automations that you have for managing your business. So stay tuned and build along with us. All right, now I'm serious. This is definitely going to change the way the AI automations game is going to work as we go through. I'm pretty excited about this update. I think this is going to be a massive one. And I'm actually going in and I'm updating a lot of my own automations so that I can have AI basically take over conversations or do all the action steps based again on just prompting to see how it does. So we're actually going to do a real life example using my own site and we're going to see it in action. So we're going to go over to the left-hand side where it says automation and we're going to go directly in. And I already created a folder called AI testing because obviously I want to test all of this. And I'm just going to double click on that folder. When I click on this folder, I'm going to hit create a workflow. And the goal of my workflow, like I mentioned, is when somebody fills out a website contact form on my personal website, I want AI to take over based on a prompt that I'm going to give it. So I'm going to hit add new trigger and it's going to be a form submitted, right? Because the person's submitting a website contact form. I'm going to hit add filters. I'm going to select a particular form and I have website contact form. Now notice I have two. I'll have to make sure that I have the right one. I believe it's 05. That's the one we're going to leverage. And inside here, I'm going to hit save trigger. So form is website contact form. And then when I come in here, I'm going to go ahead and show you the brand new AI automation I was talking about. So I'm going to hit the little plus sign and I'm going to go scroll down. And when you scroll down, you are now going to see AI agent. Now it's still beta. So obviously you want to be very smart about how you do this. And what's great about it is depending on the action, meaning the starting thing that's going to happen, whether your customer does it or you do it, the agent will then take over. And the agent, so you understand, is going to be doing things inside of here based on the prompt that you give it. Now, what's great about what they did is they automatically added a whole bunch of pre-made automations or pre-made prompts that the agent can take over. So just to go over a couple of them, you can build your own form lead follow-up, no-show appointment recovery, Facebook lead nurturing, stale deal nudge agent, research and enrichment, new context automatically. That's amazing. New appointment, enrich and confirm. Enrich context and confirm new appointments. Quiz lead scoring and routing. Call transcript summary and action items. Tax creation form 1 deals. Instagram comment to DM. Facebook comment to DM. And lead pipeline tracker uses memory. Track leads through pipeline stages with periodic check-ins. That is amazing, right? Hey, we want to interrupt this video for a quick little minute to just let you know that I hope you're enjoying this video. We want to thank you for being here, but more importantly, we are hoping that this content helps you do whatever you're trying to do inside of HighLevel. We also want to let you know that you have options to get additional help. We offer a $197 a month VIP coaching program that includes 4 days of office hours, first come, first serve with Andy or myself, where we go in and we answer any of your questions that you might have live with the group setting for other people that are also working in HighLevel. We also have a VIP group where we answer questions directly one-on-one with anybody posting in that group to give you the absolute best support. It also comes with a bunch of other features, including our funnel brick system, our little mini course, and more importantly, a couple guides that'll help you through this, and also including our SOP library that we use for pretty much everything inside of our agency. So thank you for this quick little minute, but more importantly, go back to the video, get whatever you need, and if you have any questions that we can answer inside the video, just drop a comment on the video and we'll make sure to answer whenever we get a chance. And now back to the show. So what I'm going to do is, again, I selected a form because somebody's filling out a form on my website. And if you kind of go through, I'm going to select it. It automatically pre-schedules a prompts. Now, look at the way it says it. You are a lead follow-up agent with a new form and submitted. The context is already created in the CRM. Your job is to immediately thank the lead, provide a booking link, assign ownership, tag them, and create an opportunity if one doesn't exist. You only handle immediate first response. The multi-day follow-up drip sequence will be managed by downstream workflow wait steps. Your job is to nail the first impression. How cool is that? Configuration, edit the values and match. So skip if tags are customer, appointment book, or existing patient. Well, obviously we would eliminate and change some of this, which is what we're going to do now, and then we're going to test it. Assign to user, Every new lead form gets assigned to a person. Replace if your team member's name. Pipeline stage, the pipeline where your new opportunities get created, replace with your pipeline name. It's the initial stage, new lead. Business description, all this other stuff we have. Then it has available data. You will receive form submission data. The contact already exists. Form fields may vary. You may receive just name and email. Additional workflows, get the contact CRM profile, assign ownership, enrich the contact. Use update contact field, lead source form submission, additional inform fields where the submitted map to corresponding form fields. This is absolutely insane if this works correctly. And the fact is you want to create an opportunity in this leads pipeline and everything else. So what I did is I wanted to ensure that this is very much with me. So Claude has a whole brand profile of what I do, who I am, and who to respond to. So I've already created like kind of a perfect follow-up lead. The only thing that I will say though is I have to go in and I want to be very kind of careful in the way that I do this, because the way the prompt was written, things are in yellow that we're going to replace, right? So we're going to do a couple things. Skip tags if customer or booked appointment, there is no existing patient. So we'll get rid of existing patient here. All right. And we're going to do if the appointment is booked, because if the appointment is booked, I don't need to enrich them or keep going on. If contact has any of these tags, remove, add or remove tags as needed. All right. I'm going to, again, and I'm going to say add new lead. Okay. If no other tags are present, assign to user. I have a user in here already. Mine is going to be Victoria. All right. And that would be whoever you have. And then my pipeline is called the lead management pipeline. And if you don't have a pipeline built, you can skip this part. I have a pipeline that I've already built called lead management pipeline. Okay. And then new lead is the stage name. So that's correct. Business description. I'm going to come over here to business description. Nuno M. Tavares, blah, blah, blah. This is what I do. One sentence. And let me see if there's anything else there. Form fields. And there is an additional form field. How can I help you today? One sentence describing what you do, used in the email. Okay. And then available data. I'm going to say right here, and I've already connected every submission form, and I'll put form fields captured. Come over here. Okay. And then if these contacts are coming from YouTube, course new to teachers, or referral from a past client, lead already knows who Nuno is. Do not over-explain him. Workflow, step 1, get contact, pull CRM data. Check tags if customer, enrich, lead source form submission, new lead. Check to see if existing opportunity, blah, blah, blah. Create new lead pipeline. And it's telling you, the step 6, generate booking link, send thank you. And I'm going to say send thank you link. So I'm going to do this. I'm going to copy in the workflow. And again, this is stuff that I'm doing. There's no real workflow configuration here except the one that's here. So I'm going to change this pretty much. Actually, you know what? Let's just go all the way down, because this one is something that I literally wrote. So here's what I did, just so you guys can do the same thing. I took the prompt that was already given, and what I did is I put it into AI and I had it rewritten. And then you feel free to come in here and change whatever you need. But again, you want to be whatever it is, available data, workflow, here's where it goes, SMS, everything that's assigned. And then personalized, I have even a way of rules, email and SMS deployment. The only thing that I have to change is what calendar do I want them going on? And I'm going to change that right now, because in here it says notify the team, send booking link calendar for strategy call. Okay, I'm just going to do that. All right, I added my new link to the calendar, and then I also went in and did the rest. So look at this. All right, all set up, and let's see how this thing works. So I'm going to hit save action. So I went ahead and I saved this agent. Now the next thing I want to do is, because this is a much older profile, I have a lot of contact forms that I have to basically fix. So contact, and we're basically going to come in here and we're going to turn some of these off, because if they are on, it's going to create a particular problem. So I'm going to turn off my contact us form, which is a little bit older. This thing's from 2023. So I'm going to go ahead and turn that off. Then I am going to check the newest one that I did. All right. And I'm also going to unpublish this. So then it's not going to conflict. And then I'm going to go back to my automations, go to AI testing, come in here. We're going to label this website contact form. And I actually think I have the wrong form. So let's do that again. Website, come in here, save trigger. And then more importantly, website contact form. All right. We're going to see if this does it. And we're going to label this 01. And the reason I did that is because I had one already existing. I wanted to make sure it doesn't have any conflicts. And we're going to really try this out real time. All right, so I'm gonna go to my website and I'm gonna fill this out real quick. All right, here we go. So it's basically coming in here and going through the tokens. It's finding the opportunities, whether or not it's listed there. It's finding the users, the LLM. Everything is going pretty good. It's also going through what the usage of the tokens are. All right, and we're gonna find out how much this is like actually gonna cost me per, whatever we're doing in here. Now, because we're using this particular thing and we're using AI, if you're the AI Unlimited plan, we'll see how this comes along and we'll see if there's actually any bot charges. And then we're always going to experience usage charges, but then we're also going to look at our wallet and we're going to see what it cost us. Right? So we're going to give it a few seconds, let this thing run through. So wow, color me impressed. This is all the steps it went actually through. It definitely created a contact. It added a contact tag and it tells you exactly what it is. The LLM came in and it did a bunch of different steps. It created an opportunity. It generated a one-time link. It sent an email and a text message. Guys, here was the message I received. Hey, Tess, saw you're interested in coaching. Want to book a quick call? Because that's what I put in my notes. I don't know if you guys can see this, but it basically shows the particular message right here. And then it actually sent an email. This is what it read. And it already signed off with Victoria and everything else in here. And it already had a booking link. It took me to the booking link. And then it came and it did it all by itself, right? If we go back and we refresh these execution logs, it's going to show as executed. And this probably cost me anywhere from, let's say, maybe 5 to 6 cents. And we're going to see it right now. So if I come back in here and I go to my settings, I go to my billing and I go to my wallet, I stand corrected. It cost me 2 cents. 2 cents it cost me to run that entire automation, and it was mostly outbound. It charged me. So it just charged me for like basically the text message I was sent and probably a little bit of bot charges. So if we come in here, this is the exact transaction. I might have bot automatically coming in here. So I might have the premium package for the AI Unlimited bot. So I might have not seen any bot charges. But again, even if it was, it would have been very minimal. But imagine this. You imagine I have a very personalized, and it was a very personalized message. I could even make it more personalized if I wanted to. And that's kind of where we're at right now. So that's pretty awesome. Now, here's the thing. This is the one of many, right? So this is just for the form submission that I have going on in here. So I'm going to go back out of these workflows and I'm going to go in and we have the website contact form. But remember, you're not limited to that. So if I come back in here, and again, we have other choices. So for instance, what if I wanted to do an Instagram DM, right? So I'm going to come in here. I'm going to go Instagram DM, or we'll say Instagram post. And I don't really post on that account. DM message back. So what I can do in here is the same thing. Instead of the trigger being, a form submitted, I can come in here and do Instagram DM, select my page, which is my personal, well, it's not my personal, it's my business Nuno Tavares page. I don't have necessarily a post because I don't post often in there. I will now, based on that, I'm going to do track first level comments. And then in here, if somebody responds with a certain word, I'll be able to respond back. Now, here I have build your own, but remember, it already has Instagram in here. Your Instagram engagement agent, when somebody comments on an Instagram post, you send them a personalized message DM to continue the conversation. Gather context, use the context and context full name, email, phone number, and tags. Send DM, 3 sentence max. Add tag, Instagram DM sent for tracking. These are all the basics. But again, here's what I did. I take this right here. I'm going to copy it. I'm going to go over here to Claude. I just made a post on Instagram for anyone who's interested in downloading my onboarding checklist and they respond with the word checklist. I want to make sure that they get it. Can you please modify this prompt just like you did the other one, but for my personal items? And basically the goal is if somebody's interested in my onboarding guide, I want to recommend my Udemy course and give the link to my Udemy course inside the message response back in Instagram, along with giving them a link to the download for my onboarding checklist. Ask me any clarifying questions or links you might need if you don't have. And what I'm going to do is, based on that, I'm going to paste the actual Instagram, kind of the directions literally that I copied right from in here to help it modify to me, right? So it's asking me right now the onboarding checklist domain link. I'm going to go grab that in my Google Drive and my Udemy course link. All right. And you see, I added the checklist document. I added the Udemy course. I did all of this. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to copy it and I'll go back over here to the agent. Again, this is the Instagram one. And I'm just going to Control Shift V. There we go. And again, I'm just coming in here and ensuring that it has everything that it needs. So I added another step 5 or whatever else. And then also notice that you have the different levels of, GPTs that you're going to be able to use. And then you can also add the different tools that it has access to. Like you can even go outside. Look, you got Notion, ClickUp, Contact. There's a bunch of things you can do with Contact, send data. I mean, you can even get webhooks. You can even go outside of it and do MCP connections, associate yourself with different apps directly in here, which is pretty amazing. So honestly, you can get pretty advanced with this as you go through. So I'll leave this one on. I'm going to go ahead and publish it. I have this one on now. I'll just create one more. And again, just showing you the different things you can do. So for instance, a no-show reply. So I'm going to do no-show reply, and then I'll end up taking that. All right. So same thing. Starting trigger is going to be no-show. So appointment status is going to be, appointment status is no-show. I'm going to hit save trigger and then come in here. AI agent again. Again, you can build your own, and that's cool. The task creation, call summary, quiz lead scoring, lead enrichment. When a contact's created, add trigger, apply template. This is insane. I mean, there's just going to be a lot of really cool things you can do. You can also build on your own. But again, I would just take advantage of the one in here. So I'm going to do the same thing. Control C, go over here, automation, personalize. All right. And the reason I'm using Claude, by the way, ChatGPT, if it's been saving memory or any on a daily basis, usually have like a stored memory of everything that you are. I'm just being super lazy, but obviously you spend your time doing this, you're going to have a little bit more cost, but obviously a much more personalized experience. And the fact that you don't have to make all those other updates is going to be time saving to a whole nother level. So this is pretty darn cool. And I'm going to go ahead and drop it in here and just let it simmer and come up with that. And I'll also turn that one on. All right. Just like always, I'm going to copy this right from our GTP agent. And I'm going to come over here, Control Shift V. And then now I have it in here. One value to customize assigned to user. We're just going to get rid of that because it is Victoria. And then I would put in the last name, but I'm going to save that from here. And then I'm going to hit save. And just like always, I'm going to go ahead and hit save. If they have an appointment no-show, it will automatically do. And here's all the things it's going to do. It's all listed here. Send SMS, send email, add a contact tag and add to notes, and generate a one-time booking link to rebook the actual appointment. So I don't know about you guys, but this is definitely going to be a lot of experimenting that we're going to be doing based off on this. But this is a brand new feature. It just dropped, still in beta, does have a cost associated with it because it is a premium action. And again, you have the ability of picking different AI models as you're going through. And also just remember that any premium action costs usually a cent, or if there's an upscale, based on your agency, presets of like what you're going to charge your customers, just make sure you don't have it in you. And you can always enhance the prompt, do whatever you need to. But obviously, this is something for you to definitely try out and let the agent take over and just have a really good experience otherwise. So let's do a little bit of a recap, right? So we came in, we updated 3 different automations based again on what was being done before, where just AI was not involved. And what we did is we came in, we took the prompt that it had, we put it to our whatever LLM that we're using that knew who we were, ask it to customize and update the data inside the actual prompt, came back, posted it, tested it once, saw that there was usage charges or a premium action charge based on this. Once I got that, then from there, I went on and updated 2 more, one being an appointment booking for when somebody no-shows, and then the other one was going to be again for a DM Instagram message. When somebody, responds to a comment on one of my posts, I immediately responded back. So a lot of great experimenting for you guys to do. And how you make money with this is basically, one, you do it for yourself. So it customizes and creates a better customer experience, or just a better lead follow-up that you might have not had before, with them making it incredibly personalized. 2, for your clients, for people that are white labeling HighLevel, you have this. Or if you're an agency and you're selling this to your clients, a little bit more of a cost that is going to be passed on to the clients. But man, talk about personalized service that you don't have to do a lot of customization on, other than doing the first initial setup like you would with AI or with a regular automation, except you're going to go in there and personalize. So hopefully this was helpful, and we'll see you in the next one.